we are back and we are ready to tackle this renovation in 2025 and build the home of our dreams.
It's time to bring out the big dogs.
Oh, for God's sake.
It's that black mold.
Oh, I can't do it. Should we get drunk? If you're new here, we are Craig and Amy, and in March last year we got the keys to this wee cottage in Scotland.
Oh God, here we go.
Fire in the hole! We made the move up from South Wales and spent the rest of the year gutting this old girl. We did a lot of demolition.
Sledgehammer and a bit of elbow grease.
That looks wrong. There were a few building projects. The Fat Bird Cafe.
What tool am I using?
Literally birds are getting a house built before we are.
Our gym, which is in this barn. We built a new parking area, which had an even better glow up over Christmas. And we built a beautiful log cabin to house my ever-growing wardrobe. It's a lot. Clean and tidy.
So we're back and we've got some exciting stuff to show you, and we've got some good news.
So today is Project Demolish this kitchen.
We also need to clean and empty this living room.
So this whole kitchen extension is going to be demolished as soon as the building team get up here. So our job for today, and one of the last kind of jobs that we can do as me and Craig, non-professionals, is to take everything out. So what's been happening? Well, we had a lush Christmas break, thanks for asking. Spent a lot of time down in Wales with our friends and family.
So nice to see family. Just being so far away from everybody, we really make time to do something really fun. So we took everybody to Zip World. It was actually my niece Mariella's birthday as well, and it was just class, pushing them out of their comfort zone, and yeah, just lush to see friends and family.
Because we're up here and we're kind of in the middle of nowhere, so it's nice to see other human beings.
This is why I never get anything done.
It's a stag.
It's a stag made of light.
Should we get drunk? We've left this project until the last minute because we do use the tumble dryer and the washing machine and the fridge. But those things are going to have their very own brand new laundry room to live in very soon. So we're going to start by tidying the area, making sure there's no pants on show yet, because that's our laundry by there. Everything has got to go.
And then we went on a ski trip to Colorado with a big crew of people, which was incredible.
The best time.
For some people.
Until.
So if you didn't see on Instagram, Amy managed to break her wrist on the last but one day trying to get off a ski lift.
Yeah, I wasn't even doing a major backflip trick or anything, because I can do them. It was just
trick.
It was just getting off the end of the ski lift. You might be wondering why we're not saving a few quid and putting the kitchen on Facebook Marketplace, but there's black mold in it, so we don't want to damage anyone's health.
One of those expanding tables.
Oh, cool! Hang on, see how it works. Could this be our table? Oh!
She's broken in, lads.
Wow!
Remember all
Wallpaper,
this?
that floral on top, buffer up the legs. You could use this in your workshop.
So I turned around and saw Amy. She was on the lift behind me. I saw her shuffling down on her board, and we were all kind of laughing, haha, look at Amy, she fell over. And then she was laying flat on her back. And I was like, Amy, all right? She just puts her hand in the air, and I'm like, oh, she's fine, and we laugh again.
So from my point of view, I'm like, if I lay down, he might know I've hurt myself and he might come over. And he's like, you okay? And I'm like, no. And he took this as, yeah, I'm absolutely fine. So I'm laying there. And this guy's like, you can't stay there, love. And I was like, listen, bro, I've hurt myself. I cannot move right now. There's something going on in this region. And he was like, do you need to get the medical team? I was like, don't make a scene. My friends are over there. My friends, who haven't come to see me yet. I start crying.
I come over because I'm like, why are you still on the floor? And I'm like, babes, you ready to go? And she's like crying and shaking and looks visibly in shock. And I'm like, okay, this is serious. So we'd actually gone up a gondola, which you sort of walk onto, and you can come back down the gondola. But then we went up a ski lift. So we were at the top of the mountain. And so the only way to get down is in a toboggan / body bag.
Very embarrassing story, it was.
So this is Amy in her little coffin, ready to go down the hill.
So unnecessary. I was like, I've only hurt my wrist, surely this isn't how we get down. The lady's like, right, so it's gonna take us 12 minutes, you're just gonna hop in there. I was like, absolutely not, no. We laugh at people, not properly, if they've hurt themselves, then fair enough, but there's some people that go down like this. And you can see them while you're riding the gondola and you're just like, oh. embarrassing. And that's what happened. I knew I'd broken it. So then, long story short, we got to the hospital. They did a CT scan and an X-ray and it cost £5,000.
Luckily, we had insurance. So top tip, if you're going to America and you're going to go skiing or snowboarding, make sure you get winter sports cover.
Do it, because you never think it's going to be you, but it is always me. Yeah! Let me have a go, don't I?
Come on, boot it off, Trev. Tell him!
Told.
Oh, that's attached to the electricity. That's not a good idea.
We'll do that later. Nothing.
So because Amy's in a cash, she's not going to be much use in this house renovation for the next couple of weeks.
Fantastic excuse.
And also, true love is washing your partner's armpit and shaving it for her. Just the one.
It's the one I can't get to. But I had to keep it on for the next 3 weeks. It's just a temporary cast. Clean break. Like, no problems. They did mention I might need surgery, but luckily I don't, thank God. I've had it on since I did it, which was about 2 weeks ago now, and
it stinks. It absolutely
really smells.
Smells to high heaven.
It's like a combination of
salt and vinegar.
Yeah. So we're gonna try and wash it today, I think, because it was heated to mold to my arm, so he was like, don't get it wet, but it really needs a wash, so we're gonna have to do that today. But yeah, I'm out. Can't do anything. Apart from bark orders now.
Standard then, nothing's changed.
I could make a cup of tea, but it does take twice as long because I've only got one hand to use. But project manager going forward, no problem at all.
It's time to bring out the big dogs. Sledgehammer time. Hey! Hey! Dishwasher's coming out, lads.
We're good to do that, are we?
It's just the grey waste pipe I'm wondering about.
I mean, it hasn't been used in 3 years, so...
Oh no.
Oh no,
disaster.
oh for God's sake. Craig, what, get your bowl there, quick, your bowl!
It's just remnants, don't worry. Don't fret, love. It's under control. Now this guy should just screw off.
Oh good, great. Can't do it.
So whilst we were away, we had minus 17 degrees Celsius here in Scotland. It was actually colder than Colorado, and there was a massive dump of snow. And we were away for probably a month, so we were like, is there anything happening with the house? Any roofs collapsed? Is the log cabin still there? So the only thing that did happen was one of the mirrors in the gym cracked.
Oh.
Which is pretty devastating because it's right across the middle. But I feel like those hardcore gyms have always got a split mirror, do you know what I mean? I think it got so cold that the wood just like contracted and then expanded again and it split, but other than that, everything's good. Oh no, that's not true. So the one thing we have noticed is we removed the whole heating system, all the pipes and everything, because we thought the builders were gonna come and start. Now it's been sat for 2 months. There's like mold forming on the roof and it's quite damp in every room, which isn't great.
This video is sponsored by Trainwell.
We hope you enjoy the show.
Up next is 12 reps of dumbbell lateral raise.
Meet Craig. Craig thought he could DIY his fitness journey. Spoiler alert, Craig was wrong. Craig is following a random internet workout, clearly doing a brilliant job. Internet workouts, guesswork, and all-you-can-eat cheat days. Craig's plan? A train wreck. But then Craig met Trainwell, the personal training app that tailors workouts to you. Finally, a coach that will hold him accountable. With features like personalised plans, a real-life human trainer to give proper feedback, and real-time progress tracking in the app. I absolutely approve. It's a fitness no-brainer.
So we're actually in a fitness message group with friends from all over the world, and what they don't know is for the past 7 months, my secret weapon has been Trainwell. So now I've got Mike in my corner who gives me tips and advice on my form, and the app just keeps me accountable. I can honestly say this is the best shape I've ever been in my life.
Start the next set.
Don't be that Craig. Get Trainwell. Workouts that work for you with no guesswork, no drama, and 0 burpees. Unless you're into that. From train wreck to train well. Start your journey today. Click the link in our description and take the quiz to find your perfect trainer and get 14 days free training.
So whilst we were away, we've got a new grounds guy called Mike, who's an absolute legend.
Love you, Mike.
And what he's done is he's flattened out the whole parking area and rolled crushed concrete over the whole thing. So he's basically got rid of all the mud. So we're not walking around now with our feet caked in mud, which is so helpful. And it also just makes it easier for when we've got big trucks and deliveries and stuff like that. So they're not coming up here and churning up the place. Also, let me show you what he's done the other side of the barn.
This is insane.
So this is what it used to look like. Well, we've basically dug out the whole side of this barn and we've kept all of this granite because we're going to have to build a lot of retaining walls when we eventually do the extension for the house. The Mike's kept all that for us, but look how much ground has been shifted.
It's insane, it looks so good.
Also, he's run a bunch of French drains this side so that when it rains, it just all moves away from the land and it doesn't pool in the parking area. You can almost see like the bottom of the barn here, which is mad. All this gravel here is where the French drains are, so when it runs off the barn, it runs off the roof into the French drains. What an absolute legend. You should see him on the digger as well. He's like on his phone, he's like just like getting it done, rapid. Believe it or not, that's what we paid our last builder to do before off. So the good news is we've had a number of builders come up to the house who actually want to get involved with the project, which is so exciting.
So exciting, honestly. I feel like the ball's rolling a bit now. Like we've been stuck in limbo for so long, just like not really wanting to make a video because there's not much, I mean, there's loads to do, but there's not much happening, you know? So now that we've actually got people coming up and, you know, there's quotes that are going to come in the next few weeks, so exciting.
We are as impatient as you are. We want to get this ball rolling, but yeah, there is quite a few projects that need doing. One of which is the carport.
Yeah.
I ordered a roof for this carport and the guy that delivered it was a carpenter. And I said, is this any good? And he said, no. I said, what would you do? He said, I would take it down and start again.
The whole thing?
The whole thing.
Actually?
Yeah. And there's been a number of builders that have come and said the same thing. They used the wrong wood. The sticks aren't strong enough to hold that amount of snow. If it snows, they're gonna have like a ton's worth of snow on the top. Paid the builder for that. I'll have to take it down and start again. Cheers, previous builder.
The roof is nice though. I picked the colour, that's why it took so long to come, because I was like, oh no, we can't just have it silver. We would like it royal green.
It is a gorgeous roof.
Yeah.
But what we might do is take that carport down and repurpose it for another project in the garden.
Gorgeous. Well, would you look at that?
There's another bit of Michael's handiwork whilst we were away. So we've leveled this whole area out. This is going to be where we'll repurpose that carport, use it as some decking to have a little spa area. So we need to get designing because there's lots of options, there's lots of possibilities. But this is something we can do before the builds come because it's kind of in our remit. We can't dig I mean, we could dig foundations, but house might be like that.
And that's what we don't want.
Yeah, at least with the deck it's less risk, you know? Also, a storm rolled through the other day. I think we get quite a lot of protection from that forest because our trampoline only moved about with 1 foot. A lot of people's trampolines were going to the next county. I'm going to attempt this cold plunge later. The top layer is just ice.
Hey!
I've always wanted to crack ice and get in a cold plunge, like proper hardcore, you know, so stay tuned. What a day for a lads. Fresh as you like. Snowed last night as well. And this forest is just the one. But I'm not looking forward to what's after this run. Yeesh. Need to fix this guy. Help! I actually got a hammer because this is so thick.
Oh, it actually is today. Oh!
You're getting in next.
Absolutely not. So why do you feel the need to do this morning, Craig?
I actually don't know. It seemed like a good idea when I was nice and warm and now I'm not.
Yeah.
But loads of benefits for cold water dips, you know?
Yeah.
Good for your bones, good for your lots of stuff.
Fat burning, energy, live longer.
I'm gonna live longer, that's the goal.
Okay.
Unless I die in this cold place. Oh my god, that is so cold.
Go on, there's no time like the present. Oh my days.
whole body is just telling you to get out. Your diaphragm's trying to panic. So you just gotta slow your breathing down. I feel numb, but alive.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the full dunk.
He's doing it.
Oh, where am I? Oh, I'm so numb. Oh, that does feel great though. You can't help but be present, you know? Luckily I put the fire on in the bathroom so I can have a hot shower now.
Well done.
To warm up.
Make sure you don't touch any of the wires though, okay? Because you'll electrocute yourself and die. And then you won't live longer.
You going in?
I got a broken wrist, haven't I? It's a shame. You excited?
I am buzzing, mate.
Me too.
Bags are packed. We're only going for one night. Heading down to Glenrothes because the whiskey is officially coming out of the barrels. So we waited until it was 12 years old so we can put that on the bottle as an age statement. His actual birthday was the 24th of January, so happy birthday to our whiskey.
Oh.
Coming soon. And we're heading down in style in our brand new car.
Can't wait.
I'm so buzzing. I think it's the best thing we own. Any guesses what it is? But before we do that, we need to do something about this smelly kid's wrist. You can't be coming to my professional meetings with that on, stinking up the place.
It does smell quite a bit. I was saying I do need to wash it soon or I just won't make any friends. It's bad. It's bad.
Vulgar.
Yeah. So if you could help me wash that, that would be great. Everything's broken in the bus, so we still don't have any hot water.
When you wear a cast on your arm, what happens underneath the cast? Why does it smell so bad? And what happens to the skin cells in particular?
When you wear a cast on your arm, several things happen to the skin underneath. The cast prevents air from circulating around your skin, leading to a warm and humid environment, creating ideal conditions for bacteria to thrive.
Sorry to cut you off. What about fungi underneath?
Fungi can also thrive under a cast due to the warm, moist environment. This can sometimes lead to fungal infections.
So you got mushrooms growing under that cast? That
Wouldn't be
is
surprised.
gross. Do I need a gas mask for this?
Yeah. Alright, this has been on for 3 weeks. And the last time we tried to take it off to go for a shower, I nearly fainted. So just be really careful.
You wrote on there.
Eamon, I told you not to draw it or write anything. Okay. Alright, really slowly, yeah? Just open it out as far as you can. Bear in mind now, I haven't fake tanned this arm for forever, but I have fake tanned my fingertips, so that's going to be funny.
Why do I feel like I'm holding nuclear waste? Wow, look at the colour of that. Oh wow, that's putrid. Crikey Moses.
Just like bad trainers mixed with vinegar.
No, it's like sour mushy peas and poo.
Look at my fake tan!
Why did you do your fingers, you nutter?
I did my fingers, but the funniest part is I couldn't do the other hand because I couldn't, and I waited for you to come and then I forgot to ask you.
That's a fungal infection if ever I've seen one.
That's very sore, man.
Well, Amy's single if anyone's interested. One of that, just your arm in there.
Why is it blue though? It looks like a Christmas ham that's like gone off. I don't know what to do now.
Use your other hand and give it a wash. I'm just here for moral support, really.
Okay, thank you very much.
Try not to die from the fumes, though.
I'm not okay. I don't know what's going on.
What's happening?
It's just that thing where it just shoots to my head and I need to like lay on the floor.
I'm kind of making jokes, but Amy's genuinely got a proper broken wrist, which is really painful. You alright?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm left with this bad boy.
Have a good whiff first though. Just...
I can't smell. I can smell it from here, actually. If I get any closer, I think I might die. Do you know what? I think this is going to make it a lot better.
I hope so, because the doctor said not to get that wet, so... I can't go another 3 weeks with it though, it's offensive. Oh, heated pillow, lovely.
Ah, how luxury is this?
We've never owned a new car. I feel like we have to give it back soon, honestly.
I know.
Obviously we were with Minnie last year and we just fell in love with the car, like truly we did. It took us so long to figure out and decide together on which one we wanted that we just didn't get one for ages.
Well, the reason we wanted a new one is our truck is so unreliable
And we basically bought that as like a workhorse, you know, to move all the furniture. We carry diesel cans in there. It's basically just a battered old rig, you know.
Yeah.
We got so many things that are happening in Speyside and down in Edinburgh. We're always commuting, and the seats don't go back in the truck either. So we're like this for 3 hours. It's so uncomfortable.
Especially when we drive home and it takes 10 hours.
We went to find one before we went home for Christmas, and yeah, we basically sold ourselves the Mini because as soon as we got back in it, we were like, this is the one.
This is the one.
So it's not the John Cooper works for the car geeks out there. It's the Countryman All 4S, which is a gangster. The best part is the go-kart mode. Heated seats, heated steering wheel.
Remember, I've got a broken wrist and my cast isn't on right
Hold
now.
on tight then, babes, because we're off.
Don't be doing none of that. So yeah, this was our Christmas present to ourselves this year. We're working really hard.
Merry Christmas to you, babes.
And you.
You deserve it. The other plan with this car is obviously Custard still doesn't have an MOT, which is basically a certificate that makes her road legal. So Custard's still illegal and she's battered. She needs a lot of work. So we thought with this car we can just go on road trips. The only road trip we did last year was the one we did with Josie, which was so much fun in Glencoe.
Yeah.
So now we've got this, we're like, where can we go? Scotland's our oyster. This is the reason we moved here, was because we wanted to explore it more. So
are we going to buy a roof tent for it then?
yeah, we could do. Check us out with our posh car, with our posh interior.
I feel so posh, I do.
We headed down to Glenrothes to see our mate Greg, who's overseeing the whiskey project. He's a master blender and literally knows everything about whiskey. We pulled the whiskey out of the casks and I got to try the final product. It is incredible and will be ready to be bottled and labelled in a few months. If you want updates and some behind the scenes and a release date, then click the link in the description and sign up to our email list.
Morning guys, from a very sleepy Amy. I just thought I'd give you a little bit of an update on the garden studio while I was getting ready for the day, because you haven't seen it in a while and I've just been loving it and living in it for ages now. So we've actually got our first guest coming on the weekend to stay in the garden studio and I couldn't be more excited. So I've got like a blow up double bed that we're going to put up. It's actually a king size. Got all the duvets and throws and covers, anything she could want and need to be comfortable. We'll move the desk out of the way. I'm excited. You know when like you've got your own space and you want to entertain, you want people to be comfortable. I think I'm going to be that host, you know. Every 5 minutes I'll be like, do you need anything? Would you like a cup of tea? Do you want some cake? Do you need more blankets? That's how I'm going to be, I know. I've tried my best, okay, to keep it as clean as I can, but you know me. You know how much stuff I've got. It's actually insane. We've still got stuff in the barn. There's still stuff at my mum's house. It's a lot, I know. I don't even want to show you this, guys. It's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, see, when you do that, then that's lovely. Puts it all away, you know. Clean and tidy. So I usually come in, take the wig off, put her on. Oh, she doesn't have a name actually, that's weird. If you've got a great name for a wig head, drop it down below. Pop her on there, take my makeup off, put all the lights on, put the heating on, stick a dressing gown on, and put some RuPaul's Drag Race on. That is an ideal evening for me. And then in the morning, I'll come over here and have a look at the outfit and go, yeah. And Craig will go, nah. And then we move over to the makeup station where I do my makeup for the day. I just feel like at the moment, the whole house, the land, everything, because it's winter, is so messy. So nice to have like a finished space that I can come to and actually just like zone out. I do not take that for granted, honestly. We've been traveling most of our lives. We've never owned a home. We're so used to jumping from here to there. So living in a bus is actually really nice. It's not a 12-bed hostel, so it's quite luxury for us. So having a house is just going to be out of this world for us. We've dreamt about it for so long. We wake up every day and we're so excited to actually have it happen. We can't yet picture it, but we know it's coming. We know this is the year for it to happen. We're so in love with our land still. Everybody that comes up are like, oh guys, it's so amazing. And we're like, I know. We're very lucky, we're very blessed. I cannot wait to live in that house. I have added some extra features to the studio since we built it. Craig bought me some flowers the other day and my beautiful friend Jess handmade me this amazing flower pot holder. Thank you so much, Jess. I love you so much and it just fits in perfectly. And this is the cutest little lamp. I love it so much. Cedric's still doing fine. Every time I shut the front door, another book falls off. And I've noticed since sort of being in here, there's lots of flies, like loads of flies, and I think they come in here to die, which isn't great. It might just be because it's a warm space for them. Like, I don't mind, but it is a bit of a graveyard at the moment. There's a hole in that top right-hand corner as well. If we put some foam in there, maybe they won't be able to get in anymore. But good news, no mice. No mice at all. They cannot get in. It was built like a fortress. One of those, yeah. And also all of these flowers underneath here, there's loads. They're to go on the outside. So whenever the weather calms down a bit and it isn't so stormy, we're gonna treat the wood outside. I still don't know what colour to paint it. I'm thinking a colour, but then paint like flowers on it. Maybe not me, because I'm not the best artiste, but Craig's sister's quite good, so maybe I might be able to be like, Becky, do you want to come up? I'll bake you a cake. So this is where it ended up last night. So this morning Craig's popped out to Screwfix. He's picked up the caps that he needs to cap off the water supply. So we're going to take out the rest of the units and the fridge freezer somehow. But it's about 2 o'clock now, she says, looking at her watch. My dad and my uncle have just come up. My dad just bought a camper van up here, so we thought, while I'm in the area, I'm just going to go over and pop and see Craig and Amy. So yeah, I love his van, and I've been thinking recently myself about getting a van for me. Obviously I can't drive Custard the bus because she's too big, but I really would love an adventure wagon of my own. Something that I can have as a project, that I can paint and decorate and make beautiful inside. Like that's definitely something I want to do since we went travelling with Josie in her bus. I just need my independence back, I think. So watch this space, and if there's any nice vans near you that are for sale, then let me know. It has to have a shower and a toilet though. They're my two things. But yeah, it's a future project. But now here we are.
Hey boys, back on the plumbing. I think I got the right bits from Screwfix. It was complete guesswork, but hopefully this will work. So that guy just came off there, and I've got a 15mm stopper.
Yeah.
Which goes on the end of that guy.
Okay.
And I knew that copper thing was going to get in the way. There's good fun. The longest thread of all time. Yep. Alright, we'll cap them off later. I can't really get to it properly, so we'll take everything out and then we'll cap them off. So somehow we need to lift that tumble dryer down with 3 hands.
That's it, you take your jacket off, it's about to get warm in here. Actually, should we put the heating on?
Good one, Dad.
One hand, I can hug it a little bit. I'm gonna push it against there. You got it?
No.
I think you might have. I'm gonna drop it. Oh! Woo! That nearly took my eye out. Okay.
I'll do it, babes, I got it.
Yeah, you go. Do we need that for anything?
You want it in your garden studio?
Possibly. What do I need to do?
Watch and learn. You won't learn much.
Grab it.
Moving the wall away from the unit.
Moving the wall? Well, we don't need the wall anyway, so don't worry. Now we've got ourselves a proper scatty looking kitchen.
I'm taking these copper, I don't know what they're called, but they're in the way of my stopper, so I'll get these off and then I'll be able to cap these off properly.
That's a mad colour wall in front of you.
There's some disease in there, I think.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't be breathing that in, to be honest.
Is that black mould? Probably isn't it?
It looks like it.
Happy days. So now technically, these fellas should stop the water coming out. On paper, that's what should happen.
On paper.
Our paper's usually
Wet.
yeah. So I'm going to turn the water back on now and hopefully it doesn't spray out of these holes. Got a B-Tech in plumbing, come on lads. Alright, next test is, will the grey water go through the grey water pipe and not go all over the kitchen? We're going to put the washing machine on a spin, see what happens.
Go on, my son, get it!
Sick boys. Always wanted to tag up in my own house. So if you're watching and it's still Sunday, this weekend it's free shipping, UK only. And our new merch has just been restocked. So go and grab yourself a sick garm. Next we need to move this fridge freezer.
How are we going to do that?
I've got an idea. Voila! From wheelie bin vehicle to usable trolley. See if it actually works. Got new wheels and everything. The last wheels did 200 miles, so they didn't have much tread left on them. And it carries you, so that's a good start.
It's full of food. and cans. A little bit counterproductive of us.
Is it gonna go under the door frame on that trolley? It's not gonna go, is it?
Don't just let it drop, Craig. No, I can't. It's going off to the side. Let's manoeuvre it outside and we'll put it on outside.
That would make more sense.
She's smart. I'll get it.
Women drivers, eh? Come on!
Well done, that was great. You bear hug it and I'll walk with it.
Come on, look at that! Just moving that fridge. Don't worry about it.
Watch the peas don't come out, bro.
I thought I was gonna get squashed and killed by a fridge freezer. Not a good spot.
Pop some wood under and see how we go.
Good job, babes. Hell of a job, that. So this is where the fridge is living, so it's easier for us to go from the bus, which is just here, instead of going all the way to the house for like extra food and stuff. But this is the workshop, and it is a bit of a shambles at the moment. We've just had so many building projects that we've been doing. There's just tools and stuff everywhere on all of these shelves. So the plan next week is to build like a big worktop here, hang all the tools on the back wall, put some drawers in, just so I've got all my hand tools and everything organized for the next few projects that we've got going. So we had another builder up today, and I think he's the guy. He was class. He knew exactly what he's doing. He's restored old cottages before. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks we get some quotes through, we can sign on the dotted line and get a proper team up here, which is so exciting because we're just in limbo. But yeah, lots to do and just great to be here. Like, it's such an epic space. Can't wait to see what this workshop looks like. Question is, does it still work? The light's on.
Lights on?
Come on!
We should probably take the porridge out and the coffee and the tins, probably.
Nice light on your face there, babes. You look like a little angel.
I am an angel.
Shame you don't act like one, innit?
So we've had this Buddha since 2022. We got him made in Hoi An. Did a guy chip this off with his feet?
Funny story, Amy was going to give it to her mother as a present and she just never did.
Well, it's really heavy, so I could never fly with it, see?
Sorry about that, Hal.
Because I'd rather take a pair of trainers than it. But yeah, we got a spot for him now. They say you shouldn't buy Buddhas yourself, but that's for you.
Oh, cheers.
Yeah, so it's good luck if I buy it for somebody. Yeah, you will look over our fridge and keep it safe.
Alright lads, so that is it for this week. Remember, you get 14 days of free training with Trainwell if you click our link below.
It's been a hell of a week. There's still so many projects left to do, but I don't think we mind doing all these little odd bits now because we've got the excitement in our bones that, you know, we're going to get quotes coming in very soon. It's all going to start rolling very quickly.
But we have got one major project that we're going to hopefully start soon, so stay tuned for that.
We'll see you very soon.